friends. The lights. The lights. It means it's showtime. Who's ready for the show? Awesome. Wow, Paul.
That is awesome. So many wonderful people here in the audience, and I know we have people around the world who are tuning in.
Yes, hello around the world. Hello.
Hello, China. Hello, South America.
Argentina.
England.
Italy.
Canada.
France.
Oh my goodness, so many.
China, yes.
Right?
Said China.
I said China, yes. So my name is Paul Reynolds.
Paul.
And this is my twin brother, Peter Reynolds.
Yeah.
He's got the beard, all right?
He's my big brother. He's 14 minutes older than me. So he's the boss.
And as you probably know, Peter Reynolds is the author and illustrator of a book called The Dot and two other books about creativity called Ish and Sky Color. Who knows these books?
Oh my
yes,
goodness.
look, all the hands are going up. Wonderful. So we are broadcasting live today from the Schubert Theater in Boston,
That's right.
Massachusetts.
Our home state, our hometown, right? Boston. We live in a town called Dedham, just one town south from here. But we love coming to Boston, and we love coming to the theater, especially at the Bach Center, which has actually two theaters. One across the street called the Wang Theater, and right. Here in the Schubert Theater. And this theater is over 100 years old. And just think of all of the amazing things that have happened on this stage. Music and theater and magic and all sorts of amazing performances, right, Paul?
Absolutely, right? So much creativity has happened on this stage. So it's really the perfect place to celebrate International Dot Day, which is all about creativity. So, Peter?
Oh, yes. Well, so we have some very lucky students in the audience today.
That's right. So we need to explain that there are people watching all around the world on their computers and in their classroom and on smart boards. But we have some lucky students who are in the Boston area who got to join us today for this amazing dot connecting experience.
Yes, International Dot Day. So International Dot Day, well, guess what? Over 32 million dots have been made.
Right, isn't it amazing?
In 190 countries. Did you know that there were that many countries? There are even more countries. There are a few more countries we're working on to make their mark. By the way, Dot Day was founded by a teacher, a very special and dear friend of ours, Terry Shay. And he was a teacher in Iowa. And he found the book, he loved the book, his students loved the book, and said, wouldn't it be wonderful to have a whole day to celebrate the themes of the book, which is creativity, bravery, and kindness. And that is how Dot Day was created.
So when we heard about this amazing classroom and Mr. Shay and his students, we decided to help out. So we created a very simple website called international.day.org. Originally we called it thedotclub.org, but now we call it international.day.org, where you can get all sorts of free resources. Everything is free on the site, posters and certificates in multiple languages. If you don't see your language, tell us, and just go to the website and ask, and we'll create a new poster for you. And we are, and we have people celebrating all around the world. It gets me excited around we know August people start celebrating because it's the beginning of the school year. And we have students from around the globe who are celebrating Dot Day.
Right, and creating amazing art, even furniture too, I believe.
Oh yeah, we have.
Look at all those dots, virtual dots, right? With that
photo dots, mural dots, right? There's a furniture dots, painted dots, cutout dots, AR dots.
Who here has made a dot recently? Have you painted a dot recently? Oh my goodness, lots of dots. And out there in our audience, have you been painting dots? By the way, if you have if you're feeling inspired, you can make a dot right now out there, and you can make many dots while you're listening to the show.
So there's certain countries that have just embraced International Dot Day. Just a special shout out to Poland, because we have some teachers in Poland who
those are all the places celebrating. All those little dots mean that's a school in Poland.
The teachers who organize it in Poland sent us this map with dots all over. This is an older map. We'll get an updated one soon, I'm sure.
But countries all over the world, Greece and China, I know they're Japan.
Goodness, right? The Huitong School in Shenzhen, China.
And isn't it wonderful that art is an international language, right? You can make a dot, right, if you live in Japan. You can make a dot if you live here in Boston. And they're both beautiful. You can understand the dot. So that's a way to connect the dots.
And isn't it amazing that we have over 32 million participants over the years? And it all started because of an amazing teacher.
Right.
So Mr. Shay, we definitely want to give a shout out for Mr. Shay. And we had sad news because at the end of Dot Day last year, at the end of September, sadly, Mr. Shay passed away. So it was a very sad day to lose.
So I'm
Mr.
going to go
Shay.
to his hometown at the end of this week, actually, and I'm going to be with his wife and all of his friends in Traer and Cedar Falls, Iowa.
Waterloo, yep.
And Waterloo.
Yep.
And we'll be celebrating Terry, an amazing educator, and we'll be making dots together.
Right.
And
we'd like to think that every dot that we all make, it would be nice if we could just remember Mr. Shay, because he was an amazing teacher. And who here loves their teachers, right? We love our teachers.
Are so awesome.
Our teachers and our librarians and our school leaders and our principals. They're all people who love us and want to take care of us and help us learn. So,
which, by the way, Paul, in this book, The Dot,
yes,
there is an amazing teacher.
That's true.
And have you ever heard The Dot? Have you heard The Dot book?
I think I have heard it read several times, but I always enjoy hearing it. So how about we read The Dot?
So would you like me to read you The Dot book? Yeah?
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
So do you know what? We have a story, we have a stage, we have an audience. Wouldn't it be great to have someone play the part of Vashti?
If we could find an actor.
We could put a play. We could make this
I think somebody in the audience.
Oh my goodness,
here.
come on up. We've got a volunteer. come on over. And what is your name? Tell us. Allison. Allison, are you ready to make your mark? Yeah? All right.
Let's give a round of applause
Come
for
on over
Allison,
here.
who is now playing the part of Vashti in The Dot,
Yeah.
co-starring Peter Reynolds as the teacher.
And Paul, if you can
I can help you with this.
help me with this.
All right.
All right. So, I'm going to start reading the story. I wrote and illustrated, right? Illustration means, right, to draw. So I created this book, and so we're going to see some of the words up on the screen. I'm going to be reading it here, and I'm going to call you Vashti, all right? You're going to have to pretend you're Vashti, all right? So turn this way, all right? Art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. We don't have a chair, so we'll use our imagination that you're sitting on a chair, okay? Now, what kind of mood is she in? Is she in a good mood? No? Yeah, does she look frustrated? Maybe a little sad? Yeah? So can you give us sort of a sad face? That might be a challenge because you're in a good mood, right? But Vashti, she apparently wants to maybe draw, do you think? Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank paper. Ah, look, Vashti, do you see it? A polar bear in a snowstorm? Do you see it? Can you say very funny? Say very funny. That's good, said Vashti. I just can't draw. Her teacher smiled. Just make a mark and see where it takes you. All right, so can you pick up that marker there? And can you make a dot maybe the size of a quarter so that people way in the back can see it? All right. Vashti grabbed a marker and she gave the paper a good, strong jab. There. Her teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. Whoa. Oh my goodness. That is an amazing, amazing dot. Wow. She pushed the paper toward Vashti and quietly said, now, sign it. You can sign your real name, okay, underneath your dot. Vashti thought for a moment, well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name. The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot she had drawn. Her dot all framed in swirly gold. And can I borrow that? We're going to frame this up for you. And of course, a frame, I'm going to get on this side. A frame, the shape of a frame is a rectangle. And the edge of a frame is kind of wavy and swirly. It's a swirly gold frame. And I'm going to put some swirls. And by the way, at home, or at school, if you're watching this, you can make your own frame. You don't have to buy a frame. You can actually draw a frame. There we go. Does it look nice all framed up? Yeah? Yeah. So if I walked into class and I saw my dot hanging up on the wall above the teacher's desk, I'd be pretty happy. But look at Vashti. Is she happy? No. See these arms? Can you do like arms like that? And can you give me a foot stomp? That's good. Can you say, I could make a better dot than that?
I can make a better dot than that.
That's good, right? She opened her never-before-used set of watercolors and set to work. Now see that basket of markers? Your job for the rest of the story to fill inside this frame with dots, all right? Just as many dots as you can make, okay? In any color you want. So, there we go. Have fun, all right? That's your job. My job is to finish the story. Vashti opened up her set of watercolors and she got busy. Vashti painted and painted a red dot, a purple dot, a yellow dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with the yellow. She discovered she could make a green dot. Vashti kept experimenting. Lots of little dots in many colors. I like that word, experimenting. I'm a word collector, by the way. I love words. If I could make little dots, I could make big dots too. Vashti splashed her colors with a bigger brush on bigger paper to make even bigger dots. Vashti even made a dot by not painting a dot. See how she did that, right? She painted all the way around. That's thinking outside of the dot. At the school art show a few weeks later, Vashti's many dots made quite a splash. So when you go to a museum, in fact, Paul and I were at a museum yesterday, at the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, and we had a wonderful Dot Day celebration. When you go to a museum, you have to be kind of quiet and respectful, but you can make 2 noises, and let's practice them together, okay? If you see artwork that you really like, you can say, ooh, ah, okay? Let's try that together. Ooh, ah. Excellent. Okay, Vashti, we're gonna look at all of our friends around the world and in the audience looking at your beautiful dots. Everybody, ooh, ah. One more time with feeling. Ooh, ah. Vashti, they love your dots. And if you notice a little detail in the book, right? Picture books have details. There are little extra bits in the drawing that tell you the story. And there's a little boy in the middle, and he's super excited to meet Vashti. He's like, oh, is that Vashti? The actual Vashti, the girl that makes dots? I want to meet her. Vashti noticed the little boy gazing up at her. You're a really great artist. I wish I could draw. Can you say, I bet you can?
I bet you can.
Yes. Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler. Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. Show me. Can you hand me a marker? Any color will do. I'm going to pretend that I'm drawing on paper, okay? The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Why is his hand shaking? Right? He's scared, right? He's nervous. He's not as confident as Vashti. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle that he made. And then she said, and there are 3 words at the end of the book. Can you say that with me? Please sign it. That's right. And I love this picture. This boy, he looks a little shocked, doesn't he? He's like, what? Sign it? Like an artist? Like an artist? R-A-M-O-N, Ramon. Like an artist. And that's the moment that boy becomes an artist. All thanks to you, Vashti, for being so kind to him and noticing. So, wow, thank you very much. Could you give a bow? Everyone, the amazing Vashti, also known as Allison. Good work. All right, so you can go back to your seat. And after the show, I'm going to give you your drawing, and I will sign it as well.
Right. And at the very end of the book, there's also...
Oh, that's right.
At the beginning of the book to the end of the book, you get to do a really cool thing and thank people. Mm-hmm. And Peter thanked Mr. Matson, right?
He was my 7th grade math teacher who dared me to make my mark. He was my math teacher in Chelmsford, Massachusetts, where we grew up. And he noticed that I was drawing in class, and he said, Mr. Reynolds, I want to talk to you after class. And I thought I was in trouble. But Mr. Matson said, Peter, I noticed that you really love to draw. Well, guess what? I really love math. I wonder if we put them together. What if you use your imagination and you came up with a story to teach math? Would you like to do that? I'm like, yes, that would be awesome. So I went home, and I liked comic books. We liked comic books growing up. So I made a comic book to teach math. And I went back to school, and I showed Mr. Matson, and he looked at it, and he said, Peter, do you know what you've done? I said, I made a comic book. He said, it's also called a storyboard, and it's what a filmmaker uses to plan out a film. How would you like to make an animated film, an animated cartoon of your story? And I'm like, Yes, that would be awesome. And so Mr. Morrow from the high school came and taught the two of us actually how to make an animated film. And I fell in love not only with drawing, but animation. And guess what I grew up to be? An animator, yeah. In fact, I even started my own company with my twin brother here called FableVision. And it's here in Boston on Newbury Street. We have 35 artists and writers and programmers and
animators, because that's what we're famous for, animated films around the world.
We get to create bravely every day at FableVision.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
So thanks again to my awesome teacher, Mr. Mattson.
Who changed your life
Yeah.
by connecting the dots between the thing that you loved and the thing that you loved.
And that is what great educators do. So a big shout out, big round of applause for your teachers and librarians.
We love librarians.
And all the people that make every day a wonderful day in your school.
Right.
Okay.
And they inspire us to create bravely. How about we create bravely together with the audience? Who would like to
How many
draw
artists
with
do we
Peter?
have? Do we have any artists in the audience?
Do we have artists?
Oh my
lots
goodness.
of hands going.
That's everybody. Everybody is an artist, by the way. And if you're a little nervous about drawing, you could always read my book, Ish, which will help you relax about your artwork. So I am going to make a drawing, show you how I like to draw. And
Who would like to draw along with Peter?
if you have paper with you now, great. If you don't, you can use your imagination and make a drawing in your head. Have you ever done that? Make a drawing inside your mind? If you're at home or at school, find some paper and a marker, something to make a mark, or your iPad, whatever you're using. And, Paul, can you hold this for me?
Absolutely. Maybe you could just start off, get warmed up, and just draw one of your what's one of your favorite pictures, would you say?
One of my favorite pictures? Well, I mean, I usually start with just a squiggle, and then I use my imagination. I think, what could that be? That looks like a nest. It could be a cloud. It could be
A dust ball.
a dust ball.
Yeah.
It could be,
Ice cream.
could be ice cream. Could be spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
I'm going to put another squiggle. That kind of looks like, I don't know, it looks like hair. What do you think?
It looks a little bit like hair, I would say.
And what if I did this line? Kind of looks nose-ish, right?
Nose-ish is good.
And if I put a dot, dots are a good way to make an eye. One of my favorite ways to make eyes. And look, if I put a C, the letter C, and this person is going to be happy because it looks like a person that I'm drawing. Okay. And another squiggle.
Very ish. That's hair-ish, I think.
Hair-ish, yes. And a sweater, and let's see, I think there would be an arm here, and at the end of the arm is a hand-ish. And of course, this character is doing what I like to do, which is to write or draw. I think she's going to draw. And some few more lines, and maybe she's drawing a flower, but maybe the flower is magically growing out of her paper. She's using her imagination, and her drawing is coming to life. Do you know what? She kind of looks like Marisol.
It does look like Marisol from
Sky Color,
Sky
which
Color.
is the sequel to Ish. And of course,
Awesome.
signing it is highly recommended, so people will know that you made your mark.
Awesome.
So there we go.
Give a round of applause for Peter for making his mark. And we're going to do, why don't we do a very quick, super quick lesson.
If you don't have paper, just use your amazing brain to remember how I drew this. And if you know the alphabet, does everyone know the alphabet? Excellent. Then you guys will know how to make this drawing. What letter is this? Oh, that's right. What letter is this? That's right, the letter C. How about this letter?
D.
Right, D, or it could be a backwards C. This is a fun letter, very useful. What letter? How about this one? How about an extra one, small? And how about a big one? C-O-C-D-U-U-U-U. And the letter H, one of my all-time favorite letters, not just because it's my middle initial, Peter H. Reynolds, but it's also the initial of my son, Henry. And look at this, the letter H, and now I've got a neck and a turtleneck. How cool is that? We'll put some little turtleneck lines. I'm just gonna put little shoulder-ish there for now. And for hair, the letter M comes in very handy. So, M. What letter is this? How about 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 this? And this? And look at this. Suddenly, we have a character emerging. Looks like a face. It looks like a happy dreamer. Does it look like a happy dreamer? Yeah? I think this person, we could wake this person up by just, can you say hello? All right, our character is going to wake up. I'm going to make that into an O with a dot and say hello again. Our character wakes up. I'm going to put some eyebrows, and this is not a letter, but it's a cool shape. It's one of my favorite shapes, a swirly. It looks like a cinnamon bun. There's a swirly. And I came up with this character a couple of years ago, and I thought, it needs a name, right? Your drawings need names. So I thought, let's see, she was made out of the alphabet. Alpha Betty. Mm-hmm. So
Alpha Betty.
This is Alpha Betty. So see if you can draw that. If you have grab paper later on, you can do it later. And maybe you did it in school, and we'd love to see your drawings. Remember, you can color, you can make it your own, you can put glasses, hats, backgrounds.
Mm-hmm. And send us pictures of your artwork that you make. We love when you make your mark and you share it with us. So please let us know. And I think at this point, sometimes we take questions, but I think we're a little rushed for time today. So what we're going to do is, we know a lot of students have questions for Peter and me and the Dot Day team. So if you can send, maybe you can write up your questions that you want Peter to answer and send them, and your teacher can email us at info@reynoldstlc.org, and we will do our best to get you some responses back. Maybe we'll do some posts on social media to answer people. So yeah, moving right along. Look, Peter's making his mark, his big.
I had to make a dot, Paul.
Right.
It is, after all, International Dot Day. Right? Drawing is so much fun.
Drawing is so much fun, and drawing is one kind of creativity, but music is another kind of creativity.
Who likes music? Okay, that would be everybody. Mm-hmm. All the hands go up.
Does anybody know the Dot Song by Emily Arrow? Yeah? Some people out in the audience probably know the Dot Song.
Yeah. Well, we are very, very excited because we have a special message from Emily Arrow, the teacher, the author, the songwriter of the Dot Song.
That's right. She wrote the Dot Song. She collaborated with you. We love that word, collaboration.
9 years ago. Mm-hmm. Next year will be the 10th anniversary. We'll have to do something special for that, Paul.
That's right. So I think we have a satellite hooked up, and we're beaming.
Yes, I think.
Beaming in Emily Arrow, and for a special message. It looks like she's beaming in live. Dot Day.
Hello, I'm Emily Arrow, and years ago I wrote a song inspired by one of my favorite picture books, The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds. And I had no idea that just making a little dot writing a song could make such a splash, and so many people would be singing along with me. And I hope that is a reminder to you on International Dot Day to make a mark and just see where it takes you.
Emily's making her mark. Good job, Emily. We love your dots.
Oh, look, she's signing it.
Oh, we love that. Emily Arrow.
I hope you have the best International Dot Day, and a huge thank you to Peter H. Reynolds and the TLC Studios team for helping me make a mark.
An empty paper, like a polar bear in Write your signature at the bottom and see where it takes you. See where it takes you. When you make a mark, all you gotta do is start. Paint a dot and watch it splatter. Make a mark. Make it matter. Make it matter. And when somebody else thinks they can't draw a line, remember that you can help. Below that squiggle, help them sign. And make a mark. All you gotta do is start. Paint a dot and watch it splatter. Make a mark. Make a mark. Make a mark. All you gotta do is start. Paint a dot and watch it splatter. Make a mark. Make a mark. Make a mark. Make it matter. Make it matter.
Wow.
Wow, Emily.
Thank you, Emily. That was wonderful. It makes the celebration even more special. And you can find that song on YouTube along with this special animated version where the words are animating with the little bouncing ball, so you can learn the words to the song. So there are also lots of other resources. Just to let people know, I think people know that we have a website, international.day.org. And for people who don't have the hand guide, you can download it. Your teachers, librarians can download it and get posters and certificates and lots of resources. And speaking of resources, Peter, there's a new resource in the world. It's ... the musical.
Oh my goodness, ... the musical. Has anyone seen it yet? It's on tour. It's produced by TheaterWorks USA, and it's touring the country. I believe it's in Los Angeles.
Los
right
Angeles
now.
this week, yep.
But we've seen the
At
show a few
La Mirada
times.
Theater.
The music was composed by our very dear friend Sam Salmond, and it's just a fantastic show. So if you get a chance to see it, you'll actually get to meet, like Allison, you should be in that musical. And so you'll get to meet Vashti and Ramon and Marisol live on stage.
And it's been in the Boston area before, but maybe we'll come back. Who knows? Maybe it'll be on the stage. Yeah,
That'd be fun to have it
see.
here.
So I think we're coming in for a landing. It's a short time that we have together, but it's so exciting to connect live with you. But please stay in touch. And we love seeing all the videos and all the photographs that people are sending us. Just remember to put the hashtag international.day so we can find it. And when we find them, we can like them and we can share them with the world. We're on international.day on Instagram and on
You can also
Facebook.
You can write to us, right? If you want to send Paul and I a letter, you can send us your dots. You can send it, right?
I think we have our address, right? So
there's the address right there.
To us. P.O. Box 1242, Dedham, Massachusetts, 02027. That's right outside of Boston. And that's where TLC Studios is, which is our new Creativity Recharge Center for teachers.
And I think we skipped over a slide. We wanted to say thank you to all the amazing teachers and librarians and everyone that makes your day wonderful, bus drivers and people in the lunchroom, right? And principals and superintendents, all the people, and all the people
Let's give a round of applause to all of our teachers and librarians and principals and school leaders who help us make our mark every day. And for this year, may it be the most creative yet.
Yes.
So
we also had some sponsors today, right?
Oh, right. We have people who help make this happen, people working behind the scenes.
So all these people
all of our friends who are supporting us. And we don't have time to go through all of them, but these are an amazing set of
amazing
friends.
humans. So thank you to all the people who helped make today wonderful. Thank you to the team here at the Schubert Theater Box Center, and
And I will say thank you to the Bach Center and to the whole staff and to Subaru of New England,
Yes.
who is...
And a shout out to Ernie Bach,
Ernie
Jr.,
Bach Jr.
who is a big believer
Yeah.
in the arts. He's a big advocate, of course, of music because he grew up loving music, but he's also an advocate of creativity in general. He's a very creative thinker, and he has donated so much of his time and resources to this theater, to the Wang, to the Bach Center, and also to classrooms across New England. So,
And his foundation, Music Drives Us, helps support music, learning about music.
yeah, and guess who drew his logo, the Music Drives
I believe
Us
that
logo?
was you, Peter
That
Reynolds.
was me,
Yeah.
yes.
Peter drew the logo
Yeah.
for Music Drives Us. So we thank all of those people, and we thank all of the people who came today for the live audience, and we thank everybody who's tuning in from
Friends
around the world.
Judy and Jane, who flew in from England for this.
Let's hear for Judy and Jane from England, who flew in.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I think that's it. I think we're going to say goodbye, but we're going to see you online, and send us email or stale mail, real mail. We're
Yeah.
looking forward to hearing from you.
And use your creativity, your positive energy, right, to make each day better. Be kind to people, right? So use your art and your music and your talents to make this world a kinder, more colorful place. We need you. We can't do it alone. We're going to do this together. So let's all connect the dots around the world and make this world a better place. Thank you, friends. Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
We're going to Dotland.
Buenos Aires. Goodbye.
Oh, yes.
Barcelona. Goodbye. London. Goodbye.
Bye,
Shenzhen,
Paris.
China. Goodbye. Paris. Yes, Paris. Goodbye. Denmark. Goodbye. Did
Yeah.
I say New Zealand? They
We
woke
didn't
up very
say New
early for
Zealand,
Dog
yeah.
Day. So I think
So I believe the live show is.
the live show might be wrapping up now.
If
So
you're s-
people at home are probably, well, in classrooms are probably going back to their classes.
Yeah.
But you are here live